You know that feeling you get after buying a book at auction where you think to yourself, did I overpay? Was it really worth that? Boy, that escalated quickly. I wonder if Alliance Entertainment is thinking that today. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video with Swaggle. And in this one, we got ourselves a winner. A bitter winner. Sold! Diamond Comics has new owners and it is by a group called Alliance Entertainment. So in this video, I want to go over this breaking news for you guys, talk about who Alliance Entertainment just is, see if we can speculate on how much they actually paid based on some of the numbers that are being floated out there, and then ultimately ask ourselves the question, what do we think this means for comic books in the future? But of course, before I get into it, if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, I appreciate it. Helps support the channel doing those things. But let us get into this article. Now, this one happens to be from CBR. I also have a Bleeding Cool article pulled up as well. We're going to kind of bounce back and forth because they mention different things. But this is very interesting news. Of course, you know, the big news that we got earlier this year was that Diamond filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Their business went up for auction. And it now seems to be that we've found ourselves a winner. Well, let us get into this press release and see what they have to say. Per Bleeding Cool, Alliance Entertainment Holding Corporation has been selected as the winning bidder in an ongoing Chapter 11 bankruptcy proceedings surrounding Diamond Distributors. Reportedly, Alliance Entertainment offered a substantially higher price than other bidders offered, although the winning bid is still subject to approval by the bankruptcy court. Diamond Distributors filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy back in January, with filing taking place in the United States Bankruptcy Court in the District of Maryland. At the time of the announcement, it was reported that an affiliate of Universal Distribution for the Alliance Game Distributors, no relation to Alliance Entertainment, had offered a bid of $39 million for the company. So while we don't necessarily know what the winning bid is that Alliance Entertainment has paid, we know that it is at least upwards of $39 million because this previous bid didn't actually win it. Jeff Walker, CEO of Alliance Entertainment, discussed the move, explaining that it is a transformative opportunity to expand our leadership in the world of gaming and physical collectibles and deepen our reach into thriving fan-driven categories. With their legacy of exclusive titles, deep retail relationships, and strong presence in comics, tabletop games, and collectible merchandise, these businesses are highly complementary to our existing distribution and fulfillment model. We see powerful cross-selling potential between our product lines and customer bases, expanding the reach of extending product portfolio across both mass retail and specialty channels. Holy corporate speak. Bruce Ogilvie, executive chairman of Alliance Entertainment, also stated, "We're incredibly honored to welcome the talented teams from Diamond Comic Distributors, Alliance Game Distributors, and Collectible Grading Authority to the Alliance Entertainment family." Ogilvie continued, "These are passionate professionals who have deep built relationships across the fandom, hobby, and collectible communities. We look forward to supporting them, learning from them, and investing in their success. To the suppliers, creators, and publishing partners that make this ecosystem so dynamic, we're excited to collaborate and build lasting value together. And to the customers who rely on these brands every day, we remain committed to delivering the excellent service and reliability you expect and taking it even further." Well, there's kind of the initial quotes from the executive team over at Alliance Entertainment. Bleeding Cool also had a great article. Let's just go through the article summary right here. Alliance Entertainment acquires Diamond Comics Distributor after Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Alliance includes a Diamond Select Toys, Collectible Grading Authority. If you guys don't know, CGA is the toy grading company that Diamond had relations to, enhancing product portfolio. Alliance aims to blend Diamond's legacy with its distribution, boosting cross-channel synergies. Transaction backed by a raised $160 million credit facility expected to close April 2025. So, you know, that is one of the details that has come out so far that, you know, I guess Alliance Entertainment has a $160 million line of credit, and they're definitely using some of that out there. I reached out to a couple people that gave me some numbers. Again, no one really knows what the final sale price, but in theory, they could have bid up to $160 million, although I doubt that that's what the actual number is. But apparently, you know, some of the number breakdowns is that they expect to be able to raise $200 million in revenue, $10 million of which is at least going to go into profit through their business model. So I don't know, spending $160 million to make $10 million, it seems a little bit risky, but hey, if you're, you know, Alliance Entertainment and you already exist in the kind of distributing ecosystem, then maybe this is not a bad thing for you to pick up anyway. So who is Alliance Entertainment? Well, I went to their website. I read a bunch of, Wikipedias about them. And, they're a distribution company. You know, they do a lot of different ways to get various forms of media and entertainment out there. I mean, they have online retailers. They got, of course, big box storefronts. They do labels and studios, and they're in 72 different countries. So, is this a good thing or a bad thing for comics? I mean, if I'm going to take Alliance Entertainment at face value and assume that they do a good job with their distribution, this seems like an excellent thing. To have them be taking over this business. It seems to be that they have a wider net than what Diamond already had. And if they can get comic books in more places, I mean, how many times have we had conversations about issues in comic books saying like, why is it that, we can't get comic books on spinner racks anymore? Why can't we get comic books in, 7-Elevens? Why are comic books so niche? Like, why is there not more comic books overseas in other countries? Well, it seems like maybe Alliance Entertainment is going to be the one to solve that. Now, the question is this. Why do we think that they actually want to acquire Diamond Distribution? Do they actually feel like the comic book publishing side of, distribution is all that profitable? Do they just want to equip their current partners with more product? If they already have, relations with, say, Walmart, and they're already sending them a bunch of, tchotchkes and toys and all these various things, do they just kind of want to include a few comic books here and there? Like, is this ultimately going to be good for the end consumer, the weekend warrior or the Wednesday warrior that goes into the comic book shop every Wednesday to pick up new titles? Or is the value they see gaining access to the comic shop retailers? I mean, maybe they're thinking to themselves, hey, this is another way that we can distribute our product that we already have into comic book stores. Maybe they're not so concerned with comic books and they're more concerned with, the various like toys that they're already distributing. Like, hey, we need to get more of this into LCSs. So maybe more of your LCSs are going to turn into hybrid stores, pop cultural LGSs. I mean, generally speaking, in acquisitions like this, usually it ends up being that the smaller thing gets swallowed up into the bigger machine. So I don't really know if the current Diamond account holders are really all that important to a big company like this, especially a big company who, frankly, is public. As you guys can see, the stock is ripping today, going from $3.98 to $4.07. Hype, 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 FOMO. Get in on this. Oh, 422. It's already going well. The big news of Diamond acquisition is pumping up the stock. Let's check the year to date. Okay, never mind. Maybe we don't want to invest in Alliance Entertainment. But either way, I do think that this is big news, for this company overall. And we're going to have to see how, the cards actually play out and what this actually means for the future. On the one hand, it can be a very good thing, having comics distributed in more unique places and having a wider net. Or also it could mean a lot of changes overall, which frankly is maybe not a bad thing. Now, the question is this. If you're a comic shop owner and you already switched over to, say, Lunar or Penguin Random House, does this make you excited at all for Diamond? Like, do you want to go back to Diamond? Like, would you really be interested in what Alliance Entertainment has to offer? I mean, maybe you want to, have conversations with them or get on the phone and kind of, hear their pitch and see what they can offer you as a retailer. Do publishing companies want to continue working with Diamond? I would think that if the pitch is that Alliance can get your product and your IP in front of more eyeballs globally, then you would definitely want to move your account back to Diamond and maybe pull it away from Lunar if you recently moved over. So very interesting things overall, but either way, seems like we got ourselves a winner. Seems like Diamond has been saved. Shout out to Brian, Jesse, and Dennis from the Industry Show. They were having conversations about, the rumors were that Todd McFarlane was actually going to be the one that wanted to buy Diamond. And, that kind of made a lot of sense. They had a conversation with Rich Johnson and Bleeding Cool. And, with Todd McFarlane doing what he does with his toy company, felt like maybe this would be kind of a natural fit for him. But based on some of the numbers that are being thrown around here, I mean, upwards of $39 million. Do we think that that's worth it? I mean, I guess it could be. If they're expecting $10 million in profits, let's say they're 20 million already in the hole with bankruptcy. So they're, or 25, 30 million in debt. I mean, I guess, you could evaluate the company to be worth, around what they are buying it for. Although a lot of people thought that this was a big overpayment. I guess that's probably pretty fitting here in comic books because a lot of times if you want to buy something, especially something that is rare and truly special, you have to overpay for it. Or even if something isn't rare and people want to overspend for that too, I mean, I guess they do. That is comic books. Have you guys seen what people are paying for Spectacular Spider-Man number 15, first appearance of the Spider-Queen? My God, I probably should do a video about that. Anyways, that's all for this one. What do you guys think about this news? What do you guys think about what this means for comics in the future? How do you guys feel about Alliance Entertainment? What else can be said about them? They seem like they have their hands in many different things. They do music, they do pop culture, they do gaming, they do all sorts of different things. So maybe this is ultimately a good thing for comic books. I mean, why not? They can put them on the shelf next to the Warhammer statues. Anyways, that's all for this one. Let me know what you guys think about this news. Thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See y'all in the next video.